Episode 88 of the Offside Show. We're back again for another week. We revigored after a week off. Is that a word? Invigored. It's invigored, eh? Sules. Vigor it out. Huh?
Absent.
We're back again. We took a break off last week. We had a few things to do. You were in Queenstown, eh, Tama?
Yeah.
Was that the first time you were there?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Just full of tourists.
Yeah, bro, it's tourist city.
Yeah.
You ever been, Us?
Nope.
You should go, man. I reckon the kids will love it. Every shop there is it's foreigners galore because it's a tourist. But you'll find in the middle of the Queenstown city, there's a club called Cowboys. Did you go to Cowboys? It's run by Tongans. It's owned by Tox Fale's auntie, actually. So if you ever get the chance to go down Queenstown, go down to Cowboys. They're the only place there that has the mechanical bull. And they have heaps of parties down there as well. Big shout out to Tox Fale and Falekava. You can find all his kava online at fale.kava, all the information there, and you can also buy physical bottles at the Mangele Town Centre and also at Fale Dojo in Otahuhu. Lots to get into this week, especially since we've been away for a good 2 weeks. But happy Fijian Language Week. This is the end of it.
Bula.
Wananavu. Shout out to all our Fijian listeners and also to the Fijian community. We've spoken highly of our Fijian friends and the friendly Fijian people. You've travelled to Fiji, eh?
Yes.
What's Fiji like?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Some of the best drinkers on the planet, bro.
Yes. Yes. I was reading though an article about. Did you read that about the health of the men over there? Yeah, about men's health and kava, and because they're chasing the kava with like
lollies,
liquor,
and
real sweet stuff and all that. Yeah. No, but yeah, sorry. Sort of bringing it down. No.
I was going to say, I was going to bring up another drink that I was introduced to by my mate from uni, Ola Vunu Turanga, he's like head of broadcasting in Papua New Guinea now, I think. But we studied at film school together, and he, knowing how Fijians drink, I was like, bring a Fijian drink, because it was term holidays, so he was back to Fiji, and he was asking if I wanted anything. I was like, bro, just bring back something Fijian. And I thought it was just going to be kava, but he came back with Bounty rum. Have you had Bounty rum?
Yes.
The very potent Bounty rum that put me to sleep rather quickly. Shout out to all our Fijian followers and friends of the show. Lots to get into this week. And probably the most pressing news here in Aotearoa is Te Pāti Māori and what's been happening in politics. I'll just read this. This is from One News. Parliament Speaker Jerry Brownlee says he will seek a meeting with Te Pāti Māori co-leaders next week following what he has described as contempt of the House during the maiden speech of MP Oriini Kaipara yesterday, who worked heaps in broadcast representing Māori people in TVNZ and also at MyFM. But essentially what happened was this was her induction. She said a speech. The House said that she was going over the limit. She kept talking, and then at the end of it was a beautiful haka welcoming from her own people. And again, the House was not happy. But your thoughts on this, bro?
Yeah, it's the same shit, right? It's just the same shit. And it's crazy because the haka is like woven into the fabric of New Zealand society, right?
Pick and choose when you want to have it, eh?
Oh, it's crazy. Exactly.
The All Blacks.
It's everywhere. It's in the whitest of schools. King's College, St. Kennigan's, Decile 10, white majority. They all love their haka. They do their haka. The children of these politicians are doing the haka in their schools. Haka is everywhere. I was in the universities team. We did a haka. Universities do haka. The haka is literally everywhere in New Zealand society. If you ask somebody what is unique about New Zealand, they'll say the haka, right?
Yep.
It's like New Zealanders are doing a New Zealand thing. And it's crazy. Like, this is the second time that he's been offended. It goes to show, when they use that term snowflakes, these white people try to use snowflakes to use the term snowflakes to belittle anybody who doesn't who is offended with what they say, well, look at them. He's a fucking snowflake. He's offended by a haka that literally everybody in New Zealand does. It is something that identifies everybody as a New Zealander, is the haka. And it's just crazy because it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. And it's going to happen again because it's what New Zealanders do. It's just so silly at this point. I think Te Pāti Māori will do it again. And I think gradually it'll be accepted. It's kind of like the national anthem. Remember when, what was her name? Hine Wehi or something? When the national anthem was first sung in Māori.
Yeah.
And it was hated by, it was on News Talk ZB. Everyone was attacking it. And she said that they told me to sing it in one language. So she picked Māori. She sang it in Māori for the All Blacks game.
Hine wehe mohi.
Yeah. And it was hated. And now eventually it becomes the norm. It becomes the standard. And every single person and their dog knows how to sing the New Zealand national anthem in Māori.
Always takes the first one to do it.
Yeah. And this will be the same. You know, eventually you'll probably see Brownlee come out with a fucking Māori tattoos. Honestly. Because this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, is that Māori culture will always grow out of Māori land. So long as Māori are around, Māori culture will always grow out of Māori land. And they're trying to keep Parliament as like one of the last vestiges of colonialism. You know what I mean? You know, if you know how in an apocalyptic setting where it's desolate, the buildings are broken, you know, there's cracks in the ground, and gradually like the plants start reclaiming shit, and the plants start taking over.
But that's real.
But this is like Māori culture.
Yeah.
Like it's gradually reclaiming everything. The haka has seeped into the schools, the white schools. They're all singing Māori and Samoan songs. Mm-hmm. The last place is Parliament. And you got Brownlee trying to fucking snip the weeds and trying to snip Māori culture. It's getting in. He's always trying to cut it quick. Māori culture's getting into the building.
That's a great analogy.
And he's trying his best. And then eventually you'll see him one day and he'll stand up. Kia ora whānau! And he's going to have this massive moko on his face. I just feel like, look, you can't stop it, bro. Like, write yourself a good legacy and accept it. Otherwise, we're gonna look back at him like a piece of shit that he is.
Like we look back at Muldoon.
Absolutely. Pieces of fucking shit. And that's the legacy he has at the moment. He has time to fucking embrace the culture because it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Māori culture is coming through everywhere. And Māori culture will always grow out of Māori land so long as Māori are around.
To play devil's advocate, like there was rules set, and from what I'm kind of reading is that they kind of promised that this wasn't going to happen, and I think for her speech, there's like an emotional element that happens, and it always takes one Māori to come up and do a haka, and then everyone else comes.
Absolutely.
Right? But there was an agreement that was said. What about the agreement?
There's no agreement. As New Zealanders, Māori person this is her first time in Parliament. Massive Māori family and iwi are all up there and all up there. There's a good likelihood that the haka is going to pop off. Like we all know that. No agreement. It's just like it's part of our culture as New Zealanders that this is what's going to happen. You go to graduation processes, it happens. You go to a rugby game and someone's first game, it happens. No, I think it's bullshit. I do remember him saying, oh, you guys promised. And then this is what happened. So next time, it doesn't fucking matter what he says or what you promise, you know, and it's good. Like lie to them. Fuck. Like you don't owe these fucking Palangi pieces of shit honesty. You know what they used to do? They invited all the leaders of the villages in iwi to come. We're going to have a talk. And then they fucking killed them all. All right? They've been using lies and deception all the time. Stop keeping them comfortable. Stop giving them your honesty. You know, sidestep, dodge and weave. Yes, we will do nothing. Fuck you, Eddie. You know, like, fuck it. You don't owe these Palangis any honesty. Lie to them, cheat them. Good on them. Like, oh well.
Yeah, we're getting demonetized. I'm checking.
And be threatening. You know, if you're a Māori and Pacific person who white people love, who Brownlee loves, it's because you don't challenge their power. Okay? They love you because you consolidate their power. If you're genuine about your Indigenous and your Māori, if you're genuine about it, you should be a threat to them. They should be fucking shaking when you come in. Now the next time they come in, they're going to be like, oh shit, I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
These guys are unpredictable and volatile, whatever. Damn right. You don't fucking know how we think. You should be a threat. If they're telling you what to do, it's just another fucking kiss ass.
What I love about it was his face when it kicked off.
Yeah. Is that one of those ones?
Bro, you could just see the ugliness on his face. He was resenting that whole thing, but it's crack up because I've been in many scenarios too where it's just like you have to shove it in their face.
Yeah.
And just let them know.
And you're right. He was like, because he was like, damn, I can't control these Māori. I thought I could control them. I thought I had power over them and they would do what I say.
Psych.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, they don't listen to me. And remember, Te Pāti Māori was suspended without pay for 3 weeks when they did the haka before, and they thought that was enough. You know? Fuck you, now what? And then what, are they going to go even further and make it worse and then make National Party look like even more pieces of shit? Now what? The easiest way, they can actually look good by saying, okay, let's let this slide. This is Māori culture and this is how we go.
Shout out to Te Pāti Māori for just standing firm. When it popped up on my newsfeed and I watched it, I always look for the reaction of the other side and I just crack up because they just own it. They just own it. Māori just own it and just is what it is. Welcome to Aotearoa. In Samoa, big news as well. The police commissioner has, his term has ended after almost 2 decades. Samoa's, I'm reading this from talanei.com. Samoa's police commissioner, Aotearoa Longa i Tino Filipo, has confirmed that his term officially ends Friday. Speaking to Miramata Pacific Media, he said Cabinet made the decision to end his service during its regular Wednesday meeting this week.
Yeah, this is big news in Samoa.
It's massive, eh?
It's massive. People are talking about it because, you know, a lot of the HRPP supporters are trying to put the narrative across that these guys, this new government have come in and they've got rid of the police because they want to control the police. This is a corrupt move. You know, this is corruption. But if you've been following the case, and when the King's Councils, the New Zealand King's Councils who went over and absolutely slaughtered the Crown's case, and in it, the police's own witnesses said that they were told to lie, they were encouraged to lie, and they lied. You will see why this is not a surprising move. You know, this is not surprising. People are trying to say, he was a good man. He was a good man. Bro, this is not talking about all of that shit. But what the King's Councils exposed, that there was a lot of, there's a lot of lies. There was a lot of...
unethical behavior?
Yes, unethical behavior. You know, and when the witness turns against, you know, the people who brought them, you know, hostile witnesses, you know, they brought a witness who's supposed to prove that Lauli and them were lying and doing bad things. Instead, the witness went against the police and said the police were doing this and that. So, I mean, this is just normal. This would be the normal move to me. I don't think it's anything surprising, especially when the police brought this case against Lauli and against FAST members.
So he was the one responsible for that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was massive in it. He was a big part of it.
I mean, what else did you think was going to happen when the guy that you accuse gets into power?
That's the thing. Oh,
Be a
and
best friend?
yeah, and I remember making a joke, bro. I hope Lauli becomes a minister of the police, you know, because it's the police who are charging him with bullshit, and then he made himself minister of police, and of course, like, if you see corrupt behavior or unethical behavior, you have a duty to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know, and if they're willing to act unethically against someone that powerful, Imagine how they're treating dudes who are powerless, poor people.
Oh yeah, like shit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they got caught lying about Lauli. Like, fuck. Literally one of the most powerful people in Samoa. Now is the most powerful person in Samoa. They got caught with horrible behavior on trying to trap him. What have they been doing to poor, powerless people for all those years? So it's.
You want me to read out the charges that he placed on Lauli? It's from the website.
Oh, up to you. Yep.
These include 3 counts of conspiracy or attempt to defeat or pervert the course of justice, conspiracy to commit an offence, fabricate evidence, harassment utilizing means of electronic communication, 3 counts of false statement causing harm to a person's reputation, defamation, libel, 2 counts of using insulting words with intent to provoke a breach of peace. He said mean things to me.
Fabricating evidence. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Especially when their number one witness, she was their main witness as well. She had the main testimony, and she just flipped it in the case and said that they actually fabricated the evidence, the police.
So you just say that Lauli has made himself the head of the police now?
Well, he's Minister of Police.
Okay.
So his group, I don't know if he decides by himself or his cabinet decide as a group.
Right.
But he's Minister of Police.
Okay.
So I remember just cracking up, man. Now he's in charge of the people who charged him.
Those would be some really awkward meetings, eh?
He's in charge of the people who charged him, and he's sitting there going, "You fucking liars. I did not do any of these things." Then the King's Councils come in and prove he didn't do any of those things. And now he can get rid of them because we've just seen the King's Council prove that all those charges were bullshit. And now he needs to save Samoa from that type of behavior onto people who are way less powerful than he is. He's the most powerful man in Samoa, and he got treated that way.
Honestly, man, some of this drama that happens in Samoa will make for amazing television, a Netflix show.
Oh, doubt, man.
Sometime in the future.
And isn't that like a great example of like what goes around comes around?
Yeah.
Fuck. Wrongly charged by the police, and then becomes Prime Minister, and then Minister of Police, and now in charge of those police. And then, boom, fine man. And this is completely, of course it would happen. It's not a surprise. Like, people are like, oh, this is so bad. He got rid of a good man. But you have to. Did you not follow the case? And people who are saying that just didn't follow the case.
Sticking with Samoan news, and this happened about a week ago. New Zealand has paid Samoa's government around $6 million in compensation for last year's Manawanui disaster, Foreign Minister Winston Peters has announced. Your thoughts on this, bro?
Peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Peanuts. Really shit. That was a really good video you sent through. I never seen that video.
Of the Samoan, of the people in Nkwa?
Yeah, who actually live in the village.
Yep.
And you hear them, the people of Samoa in the village, it's different. The people in the village talking about they've lost the tourism business, they've lost the ability to fish, which is the ability not only to feed their families, but it's the ability to go to the markets and make some cash. So they've lost the cash from the tourism, lost the cash from fishing. Fuck, man. And the lady saying, what is that? That's like 30 grand each. That's nothing. That's nothing. You've destroyed our reef for as long, for our lifetime. How many is this also my child's lifetime and my grandchild's lifetime?
Yeah, when you frame it like that, it's a pretty shit deal.
It's a shit deal. And when also you go and look at similar sinkings of boats, and you could do that on ChatGPT, by the way, guys. So, and you look at the what compensation looks for, it should have been about 30 mil, 30 to 40, 30 to 50 mil. And it's just shit, man. Like, these people are broken, they're hurt, they're suffering. You know, their whole lives have changed. The whole trajectory of their lives, their lives have changed. It's going to force people away from their ancestral village, where all the placentas of their ancestors are buried, where their ancestors are buried. Like, in order to survive, they're going to have to move. Some will move, a lot will move. because the fish they're bringing up is polluted. Like, and they specifically, if you read some of the articles, like they're naming the actual fish. You boil it and oil starts coming out of it. They're actually, like, they've got the species of fish. This is the detail that these guys know of their land. They're fishing. I forgot the name. Like, they are fishing there. They are testing the fish, and everything is polluted. And that's now. That was only like a month ago. Like, how long is it going to be that way? Do they still keep trying every fucking day? It's just really sad. And the thing is, the ocean doesn't have fences. You know, all that pollution is going to continue to go down to Siumu, gradually make its way all around the coast and all around to that area. It's fucking bullshit for 10 million. Not even 10 million. What was it? 5 million New Zealand dollars, right?
Which, will be like 10 million tala.
And that's bullshit. I think Fiamere might have been in charge of that at the time. A whole year fucking just to come up with that bullshit.
Also, were they kind of in discussion? Obviously they would be. Yeah, this wasn't like a snap decision they made last minute, right?
No, but Fiamere, remember, she didn't put any heat on it. She didn't want to talk about it. You know, when she was Prime Minister, you know, she said everything's been done, it's been sorted. It's just ass, bro. I really feel sorry for our people. And their view is just not being seen. I didn't see that. I'm glad Observer did that, though, because, man, I just got a little fight. And then you see them in the strength, like some of them will going, oh, well, like one of them may like, yep, thank you so much for what you've given. If that's all you can give, thank you. We just got to find a way to get on. You know, Samoans, they don't fucking sit and sulk and sook about shit.
Go back to work.
And, well, if that's all you can give, you know, and that's why we need people who are fighting for the compensation to fucking fight hard. Yeah. Man. And not like, oh, don't worry. These islanders will just get on with life. Oh, yeah, we know that, but this is bullshit, bro. 10 million is nothing, man. 5 million, sorry. 5 million is nothing, man.
Is there a fear here at all that the money will actually reach the people?
And that's the thing. Like, that money going straight to the village council? And even then, what's the village council going to do? And like, how is that going to be sent? Is that like in, you know, they're going to make monthly payments of $10? You know, what is this? It's just bullshit, bro. It's just not enough, man. But that's New Zealand. That's always been New Zealand. They just don't give a fuck. There's friendship treaty, bullshit.
Sending love to the villagers back there in Samoa. You brought this up in our group chat, and it was interesting. I watched a part of it, but this is the Family First New Zealand. They did a podcast with Israel Folau and Maria Folau. If you're tapping in from America, Israel Folau is probably one of our greatest athletes, alongside Sonny Bill Williams. Guy was amazing, but his career was cut short due to some of his messaging around his faith and his beliefs a couple of years ago. His partner, Maria Folau, is one of New Zealand's greatest soul friends of all time as well. So, man, when these kids grow up, they're going to be the greatest athletes ever. Samoan, Tongan super athletes, super soldiers. No. But he was under fire for comments he made in regards to the LGBTQ community and a lot of other kind of things that he was saying as well. But he jumped on this podcast, and I think this is the first time he's actually said anything. And it's been like 5 years. Oh, yeah, good 5 years, eh?
Ages.
But you can find this on the Family First New Zealand. Family First is a political party, right?
Nah, I think it's just a conservative.
Oh, right.
Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know.
I watched a good 20 minutes of the podcast, and it was like good to hear them out.
It was.
For them to be openly honest. Oh, they've got their own podcast, that's right. So they would have kind of covered this, but this was a bit more direct to the Australian society and to an extent the New Zealand kind of society that shut them out at the back end of their careers. But your thoughts on this, bro? Yeah,
no, you're right with your opening, bro. Israel Folau. If you made a greatest Wallabies team of all time, bro, he's the greatest fullback. Like,
he's a super athlete, man.
Super athlete, superstar, unbelievable player in his prime. And yeah, he got cut down in his prime. He was still in his prime.
Yep.
And then his partner, Maria Folau, bro.
Beast.
unbelievable. She's in that conversation too. She'll be in the conversation of greatest New Zealand silver fern of all time, because she was unbelievable and unbelievably beautiful as well. Like seriously, like these two
power couple for real.
Power couple, and even now, like I think they're gonna grow into that after going through this shit.
Yeah,
but yeah, Israel Folau made some posts, made some tweets. But the thing is, being Samoan, we hear this a lot anyway. You know, you are going to hell if you do this and do that.
Yeah, just to clarify, that was the tweet. The tweet. He didn't say it himself specifically. He posted an image that said, "Yes, if you're LGBTQ, you're gonna go to hell."
If, it was adulterers, liars, homosexuals, drunks, alcoholics, fornicators, thieves, and atheists. Atheists are in there, and
damn, I'm going to hell.
Bro, that's what my problem was, man. Like drunks and fornicators, bro. I was like, come on, bro. What do I have to do with this, man? Come on. But nah. But we hear this as Samoans and Pacific people. We hear this all the time from our parents or ministers. You know, oh, you guys are gonna go to hell. You guys are gonna go to hell if you do that. So what he said was not anything new.
But for the people, I guess for the more liberal kind of families and stuff.
Yes.
And I guess woke 2018.
Yeah. At that time, it was a massive thing, especially I think it was the homosexual stuff. But even the homosexual stuff, we hear a lot, you know, you're going to go to hell.
He was basically saying what a lot of Pacific people think.
Yeah, and say. Yeah. Because we've heard this a lot as well. Yeah, in our community, we hear what Israel says all the time from our parents, from our ministers. But at the same time, in our community, we see the hypocrisy as well. Like if you read Mark Hunt's book about his Mormon religious parents and how his father raped his sister. Repeatedly. You know, that's what we also see in our community is we see that a lot of ministers are fucking pedophiles. We see a lot of men who always preach about Christian, you're going to go to hell, you're going to go hell. And we see them steal, we see them rape and abuse. So that's in our community alone. So that's why when we see Israel saying this shit, it's like, eye roll, yes, we've heard this before. But to us, it's like, but what are you doing? Like, we know that. Oh, yeah, okay.
I remember when he posted that and then everyone started making a fuss. I just cracked up. I was like, this is what Islanders think.
Oh, bro, I just started mocking it because, blah, blah, blah. We hear that all the time, but we know that people act a whole fucking different way. So, like, I started mocking it. I remember, like, laughing at it because I was like, bro, come on, drunks, man. Just leave us alone, bro. But, so for us, we hear this all the time. But I think for mainstream, it was the homosexual stuff. Because, you know, there's this big push, transgenderism, all of that shit. And to have a personality that big say something against homosexuality publicly and then just like not back down because dude fucking stood on his shit, bro, and got suspended and then got his fucking contract cut for that. So and then I don't know what he did after that. Did he go overseas? He went to Japan. Yes, played in Japan, killed, and they got big money too. So I'm sure his bank account killed as well. But yeah, and then he's come out in this podcast to finally explain what he went through, and definitely not going to belittle what he went through because man, he was like public enemy number one at the time, man. Like mainstream went after him, lost his job. He even said that his teammates were calling him, telling him to take it down.
True.
Yeah.
Teammates.
Obviously, they're going, please take it down because we still want you in the team. You know what I mean? please. Because
some of them could be liberal too.
Yeah.
But
yes.
But why wouldn't? Yeah, I'd probably want him in my team and not.
Yeah. But like you can mock people, like mock him and still want him to play. Like, did you see that article that came out yesterday about how the Silver Fern said? We don't have to be buddy to play good for us, for our country. Like, you can tell that they don't even like, some of them don't even like each other as well.
And that's a good thing.
I think it's healthy, man. Fucking our team, bro. They were fucking punch-ups.
Yeah, there's a shared, like, a goal. But you guys meet in the middle and
you're professional. Show up, do your work, fuck off. You don't need to like your teammate. So, I mean, and this should be part of it. Like, if your teammate has all of this stuff, oh, well, like, because this is our families. Yeah. Our families are like got an atheist who's working hard and loving this Christian fanatic who condemns him, but they're like, they love each other. We love each other. That's our families. Our families are so diverse, like in beliefs and religious shit. Yeah. But this mainstream community is like, no, you gotta think this way. It's impossible to work together if we don't have one belief, one thought, one this.
All of it's very agenda driven.
Yeah.
Very it's outside or nothing else. Which, funnily enough, from my point of view as an atheist, I see the same thing about Christianity. I think that I guess the problem here would be the sharing of that message online, because I think like 5 years now, like from that point on, like we see so much shit online. Like, does it matter anymore?
Yeah, see,
I don't think so.
Like, I didn't even remember it. I had to go look back at the tweet.
Yeah.
So there's so much shit that you see online, like everything's temporary now, like short-term memory.
Right, yeah.
You'll be up in arms and in your feelings about something, and then 2 days later, even like what Hannah said, like you'll forget about it next week.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Something about New Zealand? Samoans need to be humbled.
And then she went, oh, who cares? Next week, no one will remember.
The same thing about the Bailey dude who went and did the haka against the trans readers at Te Aratu.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a massive thing.
Now what? Now what? Exactly.
It's stupid, bro.
It's like, there's stupid. Massive. Everyone's in their fields and so hard out. And then,
back to work.
Yeah, back to working together. So that's why you still work together, because you'll be in your feels and emotion. And the storm is here, the emotional storm. But like every storm, and Samoans and Polynesians know this, navigation, that they got so many proverbs. We have so many proverbs of just weathering the storm, and it'll clear. And I think for them, they felt the storm was about 5 years long. So now they feel like everything's settled. And I don't know how you could hate them for coming out and saying their side right now, because shit, that was a long time ago, bro. I'm sure everyone else has gone on with their life. So
there was a similar thing that happened. I think it was last year or the year before, when it was Josh Aluai from the Manly Seagulls, where he denounced wearing because they do like a rainbow, a pride kind of weekend for the NRL, and he said, I'm not wearing that jersey just because of his faith. And similar to this, he got fucking destroyed over in Australia through media. So it's just weird when you like politics, agendas, sport, like kind of the whole thing when it kind of gets mixed up.
But are we even like growing from this? So because now we're seeing with him and is it Josh,
yeah,
and we're seeing how like all the hype goes away, all the anger goes away. Yeah. So the next time someone says something, can we just go, okay, you know, like, okay, that's up to you. I'll go, make sure his jersey doesn't have one. And that's it. Like, we don't need to kick up a storm, because we know all that emotion is fake, because in 2 weeks it's gone.
Yeah. I would like to believe that if Israel was in the same room as a gay person, Israel wouldn't kill that guy.
He wouldn't. The gay guy might. The gay guy might try. You know, see some of these shootings that are done by some of these dudes, man.
Like, but you know what I mean? Like, down on a personal level, if you're to meet some of these people, I would say a majority of them, okay, that's just their worldview. And we've discussed many times, like, bro, it's okay to have that worldview. Absolutely. The problem is like when you voice it and put it out there, you're either on this side or that side. Yeah, exactly. You're either this or that. Whereas we come from families where the person who showed us the most love, me as not, I don't believe in that stuff, but the person who showed me the most love is someone who does believe in it. You know, my mother, who's Jehovah's Witness. How can I say that that's wrong and I got the greatest love from her? You know what I mean? So, and she allowed me not to follow the faith. So, like, same as my mum. Yeah, I've got like my sister's hardcore Christian. Her husband's Muslim. Right. What's that? Muslim. Oh, Muslim. I thought you said Budlam. Sorry. We are. I thought you said Hoodlum. No, Budlam's the one out in Papatoetoi. That's the Budlam's in Manurewa. Have you heard of the Buddhists? Nah, he's Muslim. Sorry, I was mumbling. But now, sorry.
Well,
would you support the pedophile?
Nah, not how they're trying to bring I into the LGBT. That one.
What's that? What?
Infant, if you have a tendency.
No, that's
like, what do you call it?
It's are they playing off the whole idea that it's like a mental issue? Like
yeah, it's not your fault.
It's like a genuine
attraction to children,
like a chemical imbalance. It's just no.
Yeah,
exactly. No. So there's never. You see, everyone had this conversation against homosexual whatsoever, you know, but there's hardly any conversation about pedophile in that category, and that, you know, media never drum it up. So when you have this belief system, you know, you can have a Catholic pedophile, you can have you can have the Mormon pedophiles, you can have all sorts of,
absolutely,
you know, and then again,
atheist pedophile, like literally,
atheist, yeah. So when you say, oh yeah, you love your mum, you know, because she's a Jehovah's Witness whatsoever, would you love them if they were a pedophile?
Oh hell no.
No.
Well, that's where
But that's just human nature. That's just like, are you a good person or not?
No, it's the behavior. You know, it's the behavior.
Yeah.
So it's the same as the belief system. Your belief is based on the behavior. So you can act as a Christian, right? And then you can act as a Christian, as a pedophile, or whatever. So that's where, you know, regardless what it is, it's actually a behavior. And I know that people are trying to bring in and say, oh, it's the mental illness thing, but how would that fit in, you know? Yeah. So would you love them?
Hell no.
Yeah, but he does say he stands by all of the comments.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, yep, no, I still mean what I say. You know, all these people, all these sinners, you must repent. Jesus is the only one who can save you, and all of this stuff. And we hear this a lot, like, as Samoans who don't follow the colonial god,
the doctrine,
or even the colonial image of it. Like, we hear it all the time, like, that we even hear that we're not Samoan if you're not Christian. Like, that's one. And I will repeat, like, the Pacific atheist is not the enemy of the Pacific Christian, guys. Like, seriously, when they put fucking poking machines in our communities, liquor stores in our communities, fast food joints in our communities, they're not targeting atheists, Pacific atheists or Pacific Christians. They're just targeting all of us, bro. We just judge and divide so much. And we hear this shit all the time. If you're not a Christian, you're not a Samoan. Just remember, I've said this before as well, just remember the tattooing, the navigation, the Samoan language, the Samoan recipes, Siva Samoa, all of that shit, all of our culture was invented by Samoans who did not believe in Christianity. Okay? Thousands of years before John Williams came, they invented all that shit. Everything that we identify with as Samoan, oh, you speak the Samoan language? That was invented by a non-Christian. Oh, you got Samoan tattoos? That was invented by a non-Christian. The sciences, nephrology, entomology, oceanography, all of that was done by non-Christians. All right, so I don't say that to try to elevate being an atheist. I say that so Christians can understand that non-Christians are also in our community. Look at what they did in the past and created our damn identity. You know, we are together. We are targeted together by colonial institutions. Less judgment, less divide, and let's get on with this shit.
Yep, we all look the same to them.
Hard out.
But yeah, every time I see like, and I guess because of that world that we used to live in, anytime I see messages like this, you have to kind of look at it from like where it's actually come from. And in this case, with Israel and Maria, like, it's genuine. This is their belief, and you just have to accept it. Like, that's it. And the other way to look at it is if someone's trying to use it as like as propaganda, or even like for clickbait stuff, which is like you'll get social influencers that will say this to provoke everyone else. When he was saying, I was like, bro, that's That's Israel. That's Josh. That's a lot of these hardcore Christians. That's what they believe in. You'll get hardcore Muslims that say the same things too, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah. But like, you know, today, like, we have a lot of people stuck in echo chambers who don't have big extended families, who haven't been introduced to a lot of different people with a lot of different beliefs, whereas a lot of our Pacific people have. Yeah. Atheist next to Christian fanatic, next to Muslim. Haas is Muslim, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
like,
we love him.
Yeah, exactly.
We love him
We
so
love Haas.
much.
He's Muslim.
We love him so much.
He's the GOAT. Like, and that's why when I hear Israel Folau and Maria's take, I can take it. Like, okay, that's their take.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that take from my uncle and my cousins, and all good. You know, it's just the mainstream didn't like it because it is what their stance. And I gotta say, he was probably the first. I think it's fair. He says I was the first one to stand up to the agenda publicly. I think that's fair. I think he was maybe at the time.
Yep, he was.
And there's definitely an agenda, guys. Watch what your kid is watching on Netflix. Don't leave them alone on Netflix, because Optimus Prime will start trying to have sex with Bumblebee, bro.
It's weird.
Fucking hell, bro.
Even as someone that I work in the entertainment space, I always find it weird that so I used to be a big fan of MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, up until the point where they just started playing these gender games. Like,
fuck, bro. This
girl's gonna kiss this girl, and that guy's gonna hold hands with that guy, and I'm like, bro, why are you throwing this in our faces for? Like, it's okay to have some gender kind of inclusion.
Watch Camp Cretaceous, bro.
What's that?
And bro, I watched it with my kids, and I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" Camp Cretaceous. It was like 7 episodes in, and these are little kids. The characters are little kids, and the two girls start making it out just out of the blue. Like, what the fuck is this?
Jurassic World.
Yeah, it's this cartoon, Camp Cretaceous. I was like, holy shit! Now, it made me also think about, which I've always said, I've always told my kids, man, Palangi's always sneaking kissing, white people kissing each other. I always tell them, they always want you to want white love, because in every movie they make or every program they make, there'll be white people kissing. Okay, I've always said that anyway. Heterosexual, though, is what I was saying. So I always say, man, fast forward that shit. I always do that anyway. So when they had the white girls, I was like, oh, this is new. But fast forward that shit anyway. Fuck, I was like, fuck it. Now
this
what?
Is new. You stayed and watched for a little bit.
Go to sleep. Nah. I was like, man. I was like, damn, these fucking conspiracy dudes are right, bro.
It's just, I think it's it was like an ugly phase, and we're kind of slowly growing out of it. I mean, you see a lot of some of the AI imagery, bro. Some of the stuff I've seen is so ruthless. Like the George Floyd, AI images of him fighting white cops in the WWF ring.
I saw the one you sent with Martin Luther King versus Malcolm X.
Bro, it's getting wild out there, and I don't know if this is just to offset the time that we were in, where we were so this side versus that side, because everyone's just like, nah, fuck it, we're versus everybody.
It's crazy, eh? It's crazy.
Back in Aotearoa,
hello, Israel.
Well, from one Israel to another. This is Israel Adesanya, and this is an article on calfkicker.com. But UFC champ Adesanya will not send his kids to school, as he believes most of what they teach is useless. And he's said a lot that he's living in New Zealand, even though he can live anywhere on the entire planet. He very much loves living in Aotearoa, and his family moved from Nigeria many moons ago. So he goes on to say, honestly, fuck school. Adesanya declared boldly, I don't know why we still have this outdated concept of school to build workers, because we know what the fuck school was made for. Why are you pretending? We know school was created to create workers. And that's him speaking on him raising his own kids one day in Aotearoa.
Yeah.
And we've talked about the education system, what they teach and what they don't teach. But your thoughts on his concept of homeschooling?
Oh, it's more than create workers, it's create followers. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you go and search what the billionaires do with their children. All of them. None of them send them to public schools. Not even private schools. They all do their own home tutoring. They hire people to do to teach, but these are specific curriculums based on real life shit. They take them away from devices. They're outside, bare feet, all of that shit. They don't learn a lot of stuff in the schools that we have is all waste of time. Like, I haven't had to use quadratic equations anywhere. And yet we spent like so long on that type of algebra to expand and find the variable and all of that shit. Like, fuck, man.
I was going to say, when was the last time you used algebra?
I do use algebra. We use algebra all the time to try to find a
Problem solving.
Yeah. It's logic. So mathematics is pure logic. It is the most purest form of logic. And in order to develop your logical thinking, mathematics helps.
But can you do it other ways?
I don't think, to me, I don't think so. But I don't think that's the point of the mathematics. Some of the mathematics that we had to do is bullshit. Like quadratic equations is bullshit.
Go start a business.
Yeah,
Good luck.
There you go. Exactly. But you need maths. You got to calculate profit loss.
True. It's true.
So yeah, but that's what that's the extent of math it should be. I reckon, like business, like money,
So more
percentages.
Learning. I guess your math, English, your kind of common elements through actual practical learning. Like go and do something with it.
And a lot of kids are lost in the system. One teacher, 40 kids.
And that's another part of this too, is like you've got a lot of teachers fighting to kind of keep their jobs.
Absolutely. They're underpaid. They're underpaid. They're overworked. We're seeing them with the strikes. They're under so much pressure. They got 40 kids in one class, underpaid, overworked. How the fuck is one teacher going to spend their time helping each person individually? As a parent, like you should know that your child learns better when you're right there. Like, they need this one-on-one. They're really good one-on-one, or they're really good with their hands, and then you send them off to a school with a teacher who's got their own kids. The whole system, he's right, the whole system is fucked, man.
I guess the other part of that too is like if there is this homeschooling kind of idea, you're going to need either parents around for it that can have the time. And if you look at our economy, you got a lot of parents now working 2 to 3 jobs.
Both parents
Parents.
And you know what's massive in schools now, bro? Chat GPT.
Yeah.
It is huge. All these AIs now, our school's trying to crack down. They're doing their best. So they've got programs.
Do they allow devices at school?
No, you're not allowed a phone, but they have laptops, right? It's old though. But the problem is they have, software that can detect when you copy and paste from Chat GPT, right?
Yep.
But then kids are finding software, you copy and paste from Chat GPT to this
Notepad.
software to this.
Yeah.
And the software guarantees that they will not trace it. Also, kids are also doing speech to text. So they're reading out exactly word for word what they're doing from Chat GPT, going to text, and it's not showing, because when you copy and paste, it takes takes the identity marker of the website, and it also shows that in the coding. In the coding, when you paste, you also get the code of the ChatGPT or the website you get it from. So they're using speech to text, or they're typing it out, but they're just reading the other window and then typing out on the word, sending it in.
Original.
Yeah, and they can't detect it. Like ChatGPT is massive because you actually copy the question exactly how it is. Just select the question that they've sent you on the assignment, put into ChatGPT, say answer this, but do it in words for a 12-year-old, and make sure that they will not make a few mistakes, so they will not detect that it's too good or whatever. It does it for you. It'll put some mistakes in there, and then you just put it straight back in for every single fucking homework question.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And because these kids are not understanding how the teacher is explaining it to them. If you go on ChatGPT, you'll read it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Make it as if I'm 12 years old. And it's clear. And literally like that.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so benefit means blah, blah, blah. So those are give me 4 benefits of.
Is there a fear of that? Is that what we're moving into as a space that's more kind of clearly taught through AI learnings? Because if kids are doing that, they're still learning in the process of doing it.
Well, that's the hope. So are they actually reading it, or are they going straight for copy and paste? Now, if you read it, it actually makes it so much easier to learn, because you can say for a 12-year-old, for 11-year, whatever.
Yeah.
I've done it. And it's so much easier. I understand. Oh, okay, that makes it really easy. And then, Junior, come and read this. There you go. They've made it really easy for us to understand. So read it. But kids, I don't think they're reading it because
I think that's,
they want to play outside or they want a game.
Yeah, but I think that's where you kind of you have to redevelop the education system so it's original.
Yeah, like
so
You have to, bro.
You've got to mold it to them.
We are in a stage right now where ChatGPT has made everything obsolete.
Yeah.
Like that. It is, kids are not doing shit. They're not doing anything. Now, I would say all of them, but there might be a couple, so I'm going to say most of them. Yeah. Seriously, most of them are not using it all. I'm sitting right next to dudes who I'm supposed to look after. They're going through ChatGPT. If I say stop, no, I'm not going to stop. I don't want the argument. And so they're very good at that. And like, okay, no, 12-year-old, a few mistakes. Like, they won't even go do the mistakes themselves. They'll just go put a few mistakes. And then like ChatGPT suggests everything. Would you like me to rah? Yes. Yeah. Man, ChatGPT is just taking over everything. AI, it's unbelievable. And they're doing it, obviously, AI now with music. It can produce music like that. Really awesome.
Or you can use AI to rebuild the education system.
Crazy. Well, why won't they? Like,
you know, and I guess that's the angst of like Israel and I know a lot of other parents that don't take their kids to school. There's bullying as well. Factors in.
Yes. And that's one of the biggest bullshit. They say take your kids to socialize. The problem is your kid ends up being more isolated and feels more isolated because people don't want to socialize with them. So I pull Elu out for 2 days of a week. I feel like I want to pull him out for the whole fucking week. Like, he's just by himself a lot. I'll go join him. Yeah. Like, and oh nah, man, it's good for socialization skills. Bullshit. And then this society doesn't socialize anymore. No one does.
Everyone's on their phone.
Everyone's on their phone.
Online.
Bro, but people date like this. Like, you'll have your partner on the other side and then you see them both. They look down at their phone. It's just different times, man. It's different times. School is definitely obsolete as it is now. You know, our school as a structure. Like, is that what you're saying? Or I think it's getting called out for what it was, for what it originally is, and that's being exposed. Like, it was a babysitter, it was an indoctrinator to spread lies, to create followers, to create workers, to create people who don't question, and now it's getting exposed by AI. And it, like, what is the benefit of it? The only benefit now is to babysit.
What I would like to see, and this is a thing that happened during COVID, was there was a lot of people that started investing in their own ideas around agriculture and horticulture. Mm-hmm. So stuff like, what would be nice to for them to put into schools is when the internet's off and the AI is down, there would be nice to like include something about some real world living. Mm-hmm. I think but I don't know if that's going to give any kind of, I mean, it could, but any kind of economic gain for what schools are typically put together for. I don't know, but you're gonna have to like manufacture that reward system.
Yeah, because I mean, all leading to commerce, basically.
Yeah.
Like, as in, you know, how do I participate in a society that runs on money or runs on, you know, digital currency or whatever?
Because all the theoretical stuff, because that's what school is like for accounting. They'll give you a problem. Okay, Renee has a business, yeah, and create a profit and loss account of these expenses, You go to ChatGPT and go, bang, there, done. Like
20 seconds.
All the theoretical stuff can be done by ChatGPT now. It's just.
I reckon my job as an editor will be phased out. I mean, it's already starting, but there will still be like the human element of the human touch as a part, especially in the creative stuff.
But that'll come after you let it do its thing.
Yeah.
So I will write a script, I'll put it in the feed and say, create a video for this. It'll create the video to match my concept. Okay, get a old black man as the vocals. Okay, and then I edit what it's done.
Yeah, and then you control the
AI. Yeah. So and I get AI to do 90% of it, and then I don't like that bit. I want more emphasis on this one. But you edit what AI creates.
Yeah.
So it's fucking...
Yeah, so it's basically like a production. In other words, if you look at AI as a production tool, like as in here, like just create all my raw resources and I'll orchestrate that together. So you'd still, like you say, Danny, there's still someone at the head. putting the pieces into place, right?
I mean,
You'd
we
hope.
went from riding horses to riding cars. Like, it's you adapt or die.
Yeah. You basically just use AI to give direction. So us human beings can give AI direction. Really, I mean, it won't do anything.
It grows a conscience.
Yeah. It won't do anything unless you give what do you call it, AI some kind of direction. And
If AI grow a conscience, bro,
Game over.
bro, we'll be like, can you finish this bank statement? Why can't you do it yourself?
Nah, you know what I'm doing?
You dumbass! You should have listened in school. Oh fuck! The hell is this?
You know how fiffy I am? I always say please.
yeah.
In ChatGPT, I was like, hopefully one day you remember that I was one of the. I had manners, bro. Please, can you?
I'm the same thing. Would you like me to find some
thank you.
references? Yes, please. Please don't kill me when you when you're in robot form. Fucking hell. But shut on Israel. Yep, hard out.
Shout out to Israel. They've got the the Soul Fest this weekend up at Go Media Stadium as well. So,
But he himself is an advertisement of how public school is successful.
is he?
Well, look at him.
No, he hated school. He got bullied.
It creates strength and character. You know what I mean? Like how?
Yeah, that's fair.
If you look at him, this guy became world champ, game changer. Also, his personality, huge, like changed the consciousness of people, like literally.
So you're saying that you need trauma to galvanize that.
Yeah,
Hey, you know how weights work? You actually damage your muscles and it rebuilds. It's like when you cut yourself, that area of skin, when it heals, is harder than the skin around it that hasn't been cut. We always heal stronger from a bit of trauma or a bit of injury. I'm just saying.
I was going to say something immature, but...
Do it!
What about when you keep eating? Nah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because it gets stitched and then restricts the growth and you guys shouldn't do it.
Well, that's like the callus of the mind, right?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Like, as in, you struggle or you reach an obstacle.
Yeah, heartbreak, those spiritual injuries, but you end up, your spirit gets stronger from all the bad stuff.
Or it doesn't.
No, but look at him, like, I'm just being the devil's advocate, but
Yeah.
you look at what he's achieved and the amazing perspective on life he has.
It's what do you call it? It's the resistance, the adversity.
Yeah, you need friction in order to build some muscle, man. You need some resistance. I mean, you gotta grind a bit. Nothing's easy in life.
Bit of chaos.
Yeah, bro.
Just built resilient.
Yes.
Resilience. Yeah, well, the Soul Fest is on this weekend, and safe. Hope everyone's safe. It's like the first African festival here in Aotearoa, and it's run by Israel, and it features Burna Boy, which is massive. So good on him. This has been a talking point for the past couple of months. Social influencers and the promotion of offshore gambling organizations. This is from stuff.co.nz. It features social influencers Millie Alder Holmes, who was the daughter of Paul Holmes, I think. Billy Fa'anga, Kaylin Morris, and Tuhiri Wana, who are social media influencers. 4 social media influencers have been fined by the Department of Internal Affairs alongside an offshore gambling organization for promoting gambling to a New Zealand audience. I believe this is legal in Australia, but it's not just this 4. There's a whole bunch of other Pacific social influencers that have been promoting gambling as well. But your thoughts on this, bro?
I saw that clip by Kingston Eclipse. Did you see that clip?
No. What did he say?
So he, one of those dudes, the guy with the moko,
Billy.
The tattoo on the face. Have you seen that Kingston clip?
What did he say?
So that guy there has a clip on his social media where he goes, "Why the fuck are our people living the roughest on our whenua?" And then like the next clip is of him go, join the casino. Like promoting his gambling, we have epic streaming and link in the bio. And then Kingston's like, what the fuck? Yeah, and then Kingston goes, gambling is one of the problems in our community is that We lose a lot of money through gambling and all of that, gambling addiction and all the problems that come with it. And that's kind of why we're struggling on our own whenua and stuff. So
maybe he's not struggling now
with the money. Yeah, you know, it's like getting told to sell alcohol to your own community, right? And getting told to sell stuff that destroys your community.
Yeah,
you know, and that's why.
Is it really though?
Gambling. So remember that there were some big investigations done by the New Zealand Herald about they traced where the money of the pokie machines went to. I think Dean, one of the investigative journalists of New Zealand Herald at the time, and they followed a girl who put her money in Mangere, I think maybe, and where that money went. And that money that the South Auckland poker machines uses, they found that money was going to the North Harbour Rugby Union. It was going down to Christchurch.
That Lions charity? It's the Lions?
Yeah, there's quite a few trusts who benefit from the poker machines. It was going to a golf club in Christchurch. It was going to Huntly, right? And it was going to College Rifles, right? And so Dean goes to College Rifles and he goes and interviews a guy directly about this. And he says, you realize the money you've used, because College Rifles turn their muddy, shitty fields into AstroTurf.
Yeah, it's flash.
Yeah, it's flash with the netball courts and the tennis courts, right? And so this is a full-on investigation where he's asking him these questions. You've just built because College Rifles is on Remuera Road, right? It's in Remuera, the rich white area. And he hits him up. Half of the funding used for this was taken from poker machines from South Auckland. You're literally taking money from the poorest community in Auckland to fund your sporting facilities in the richest area in New Zealand. And he goes, look, I know that it's bad, but... he goes, but look at what our kids are doing. 5,000 enrollment in these sports. It's good for our community. So they know they're taking...
For their community.
Yeah, they know they're taking money from the poor community, giving it to their rich kids and doing up their shit. Melford Park has no AstroTurf in Manurewa. There's no AstroTurf in Mangere or whatever. And it's crazy. And in this investigation, they investigate the amount of poker machines in communities. So... in the white areas, which are majority white, like Remuera and that, there's one pokey per 500 people. In South Auckland, it's one poker machine per 60 people. Okay, so they are deliberately putting the poker machines in South Auckland. And then last year, in 2024, they reported the profit from 2023 between October and December was $20 million profit. Okay? So that's after meeting all the expenses. So that's in 1 quarter, $20 million. 1 quarter from October to December 2023. So times that by 4. So they're getting 80 million, close to 100 million a year. None of that shit is going back to the community. Remember, they trace it. North Harbour Rugby Union, College Rifles. North Harbour. Fuck it, the rich white area over the bridge.
The opposite of...
Right. So our people are putting, in South Auckland, putting 100 million into the poker machine to fund the development, okay, of Remuera and to provide the world-class sporting facilities for the children, the Balangi Asian children of Remuera, while our kids are playing in shit. Have you seen the basketball hoops in fucking Manurewa? They're like, they don't even give us a full half court. It's like a rectangle to the free throw line in a hoop. It's pieces of shit.
Hey man, adversity.
But this is why you can see the hatred for gambling.
Yep.
And this is what it's doing. It is a way of extracting wealth and transferring that shit and making wealthy people wealthier. Okay, so this was all done, and it's been done multiple times. They're telling you that poker machines. Now, this is the thing. When they get the millions of dollars, they pay all the trusts. They pay the business that's all the expenses of the business that has the poker machine. And then 33% or 40% goes to the government in taxes, right? And then the rest of the money will go to all these Balangi communities and whatever. They get all the trusts and they benefit from it. Now, with these online gambling, there's nothing going to the government. And this is why the government has come in, hey, where's our cut?
That's what I mean. Like, so is it his problem or not?
Who's?
Billy's problem.
The Māori guy?
Yeah.
Well, now it is because he has to pay the fine.
Well, I mean, I know it is, but it's like...
Is it a bad thing you're saying?
Yeah, is it a bad thing? Because it's like...
But clearly they've brought in the Māori influences to also get that Māori market,
True.
that is funding already, like the poker machines. That community is providing $100 million a year to Remuera, North Harbour, Christchurch. So let's bring in the Māori influencers to get those guys directing that money to, is it Malta, this business? I try to fucking search the business Spinbet, right? And I only got one name. So then I went to ChatGPT and I go, give me a name. Who owns this? I cannot find a name. Okay, who's Niall? Oh, yes. Niall is blah, blah, CEO of Spinbet. And then I went, how come you trying to hide his name? I started taking ChatGPT. Is he doing sexual favors for you? Okay, wait, focus. You stay on it, like, I just want to see if it like blow up or something. But nah, so
It's going to remember that.
But the money in the online gambling is going straight offshore. And the government doesn't get their 30% cut. And that's why we need to do something to get a cut from this shit. Because you know how they're having things like Speed. They didn't want to give Speed a visa because he's coming over to New Zealand creating content and getting rich from it. And New Zealand are not getting anything from it. Right? So I think this is simply because the government is not getting a cut from this shit. The Māori influencers are deliberately being targeted to get that market that's providing $100 million to the rich area. Māori and Pacific people.
But if it's an online app, they wouldn't be playing pokies? No?
They could be doing both.
Okay, so
But
it's
one
just
thing for sure is, like, our people are getting targeted. $100 million pokey going to all these Balangi institutions. Fast foods deliberately put. Remember, this investigation included the per capita. How many poker machines per person? Like, they specifically found out there's one poker machine per 60 people in South Auckland, one per 500 people in the Balangi areas. Like, they found out we're deliberately being targeted. Okay? They're deliberately targeting poor people in South Auckland. South Auckland's decile 1. You know, these places, Mangere, Otahu's decile 1. The place in Christchurch is decile 8. North Harbour, decile 10 and 9. You know, the money's going from decile 1 to decile 10 college rifles. You know, from the poorest to the richest. This site wants a part of that. You know, so we're going to use the Māori influencers to try get some of these guys. Remember, all the liquor stores are coming in. Remember, liquor stores is with poker machines. It's kind of with gambling, and that's what the licensing people in the council were trying to struggle with, is that we're trying to limit the poker machines, but it's the fucking bars who are bringing them in, and it goes with the liquor license and all that shit. So this is a great example of everyone knowing we got money and everyone putting their stuff here to destroy our community and entrench poverty deliberately and then extracting the wealth. And it also shows that we have the fucking money to build our communities, that we got to tighten up our discipline and, you know, stop fucking these holes, these tunnels that are taking all the money there, the fast food joints, the alcohol, the vapes. If we stop that shit, maybe we got some money to build our own studios, our own fucking businesses and all that shit. And, you know, this guy is just being used for the same thing. Try to get some money from the community that's giving $100 million a year in poker money. See if you can redirect it to Malta and to Spinbet. And so they're using this guy and obviously the cash, you know, the incentive, the money incentive, give our community some more destructive shit, but, you know, at least you got more money in your bank account.
Yeah, they've been fined $15,000 each, and then he's been fined. Billy has been fined 20,000, but that's kind of like a what's the best way to say this without giving up too much?
Sell out.
Huh? Oh no! I just know influencers that have been offered tons of money for a story. So this isn't like that's pretty much just them paying their taxes. So that's the 33% of the money they're pocketing.
That's what the government want. They just want to cut. They're fucking drug dealers too, bro. Remember, the government invests $300 million in fast food joints, in Coke and Burger King.
Yeah.
They want to cut out of this too. They want to cut out of everything. That's why they threaten Speed, because he's on a visitor's visa, but he's essentially working. You know, he's creating content for his page, making money from it. They want to cut. These guys are just some fucking pimps. The government just want to cut in everything, and that's the real reason why these guys are being done. But I like what Kingston does. Like, You guys are talking shit. You're talking stuff like, oh, we want to build our community, but you're providing people stuff to destroy the community because you're getting paid. Well, hey, that's just the way it is.
What about the churches that have bingo halls and housey halls?
And that's another one where the money's going as well. Like, you know, we have to fucking also dissect ourselves as like colonization. Yes. So colonization is this shit. It's seeing the system put their pieces, their chess pieces in our community and extract wealth. Colonization should help. Understanding colonization should help you understand that type of strategy. Like that's macroeconomic strategy. That's big dogs. But then we also need to look at ourselves and have some sort of microscopic perception and critical analysis on ourselves, that we have the power to say, fuck you. I'm not going to spend money in the poker machine. I'm not going to spend money on this fast food shit. I'm not going to spend money on these Indian and Asian communities. I'm going to fucking invest in my kids and invest in our people, save that money. We have the power to stop $100 million a year going to college rifles. We have the power to stop funding college rifles so they upgrade their facilities into world-class facilities for their Palangi and Asian children. We can upgrade our own communities if we keep back that money.
We saw it about 2 weeks ago when the Manurewa community got together to ban that alcohol store. So on a smaller kind of
and we need to burn down the rest, and because that dude, again, he had property businesses, so he's invested in the destruction of our communities, the indebtedness of our families, because he will have a business that will then buy that property or find ways to use property, because he was also a shareholder in property businesses. There was an interest. They have an interest in destroying our community and extracting wealth. They've always done it. But we're rich if we redirect and refocus, because they know they're putting poker machines, because we know that they know we've got the money for it.
Gamble responsibly, guys.
And that's gambling, gambling addiction, destroying our community even more, depression coupled with unemployment and poverty already.
I will say this, I don't like to think it was an addiction, but my mum, after going through a lot of hardship, it was kind of a vice for her. So I see it from that point of view, like going to housey or casino was her, after working 3 different jobs, was kind of the only opportunity she could kind of blow off some steam. And it may have potentially been a problem, but I will say this about my mum, there was always hot food on the table when we got home. We were always warm, always well fed. We always had everything we needed for school and all of that. So I look at it from that point of view, and maybe that's just my kind of scope of things, because I know families, close families, where gambling has ruined, but we've said this many times before, but in moderation. And I think that's what it was for my mum, like to the point where for her 60th birthday, we took her to Las Vegas because she likes pokies. And we put her up at the Caesars Hotel, put up Caesars Palace. She was there on the 26th floor overlooking everything. And we kept her there for a whole week. And by the 3rd day, we stayed at another Airbnb. 3rd day, she called us up to go pick her up because she was sick of gambling.
But she was sick of losing her money.
She had, she had all the money. She was just sick. Like, it was just you press a button. It's mindless entertainment.
It's mindless. It's mindless extraction of wealth, bro. Like the owner of Mirage, I remember him 60 Minutes going, look, do you think we can build our empire off winners? No, we make our money from losers. We make sure you guys lose. If you guys go on the digital, like spin bet and this shit, that's guaranteed loss. Fuck, you think it's an honest roll of the dice? Did you see the dice actually land on that? You just saw fucking digits on the screen go, I lost. That's even dumber. Like, fuck, man. Like, it's just crazy, bro. It's not. Gambling companies build their businesses off losers. They cannot have a company if people are winning.
Speaking of losers, nah. That's sad.
Wait, Manu Samoa. Hey.
My bad.
As soon as you said that, I knew what you were talking about.
I love Samoa, man. Come on. This is a video that has gone. It's gone quite viral. A lot of people have their opinion about it, but it's from former lock and captain of Samoa, Filipo Levi, who posted this video. Should I play it, or people have already seen it?
Yeah.
Your thoughts on his call out to Samoan rugby
I was
players?
like, shut up. I'm not joking. I was like, what the? Please, we need you all to put your animosity aside and play for the Manu Samoa. And if you have any problems, don't worry. Just play. It's like,
This is in response to Manu Samoa losing to Chile about 2 weeks ago, which has put their Rugby World Cup, or their Rugby World Cup participation in the air. And now Samoa next month have to go to Dubai, I believe. And they have to play like a 3-test series against some of the teams over there to qualify. And what's also happened is 10 players have left that team to return to either personal duties or to play for their other clubs. Yeah, man, is this, I don't know, like you've got more insight than us, but what's happening?
shit. I don't think I've seen an old player like big younger players to play for Manu Samoa. I saw when I played though, there was we had coaches begging us to play because we always threatened a strike. Threatened when we never
Strike
did.
against IRB or against the union?
Just strike meaning we're not going to play. So our game against Perth and Digby Ioane.
Oh, Western Force?
Yeah, so it was delayed like half an hour because we refused to play. And then Michael Jones was crying and the management were crying. And so Manawanui said, okay, let's play. Because
Let's made them cry.
now, what we hadn't been paid, and the boys from Samoa hadn't been paid from their local competitions.
In
Which was-
Samoa?
Yeah, which was before. So they were playing for Upolu and Savai, and they told us they still hadn't been paid for that. So we were like, oh, well, fuck, we're not going to play. But then, yeah, they cried for that. We've always threatened the strike. Remember the Samoa United? Remember that? They held up the Samoa United, and they threatened to strike. And England, remember they joined up at the end of the game, and they all kneeled down and did a prayer together. And nothing changed. It's like we've always had issues with shit. So many issues.
So the thing that happened with the police commissioner, is this gonna happen with the Samoan Rugby Union after his service to Manu Samoa?
I don't even know what's happening. Like I genuinely think that Filipo. I think there was no issue. I reckon the players were going to play in November regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's just the ITM. It's just the NPC is on now.
Yeah, it's finals, eh?
Yeah, and they get good money for that. They get really good money for that. And they want to keep that contract. So obviously they're looking at the next season as well to show their teams they've served here. So next season or whatever, they'll play NPC again. I think it was just that. I think that was the only reason why they didn't play in this qualifying tournament. The benefit is for them, they get a free trip to Dubai.
Yeah.
And if it's 2 or 3 games, that means they're staying for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
With a fully paid free trip in November. So it's probably in the international window.
So they can have their players.
Yeah, so they should be able to play. I don't think there was going to be a problem anyway. So that's why I was like... But if they don't play, that's when everyone should speak up. But at the moment, I don't think there was a need for this video. I genuinely think the players are going to play because it's the World Cup qualification. I think there was no problem. I haven't heard that there was any problem with Tusi PC and census, and it's all it's all professionals involved, and not just professionals. Tusi PC census, they've been through the shit the Samoa Rugby Union.
So they'll have a lot more. They can tell the players directly.
Well, look, we've done this. Not only that, they lost money as well. Like we had to pay our flights. Nothing's new. Like this is something we all did. And if it's about but we want this to stop, so we're not going to play. Oh well, that's fine. Sometimes it's got to get worse to get better. Yeah, maybe not making the World Cup would be the straw that breaks the camel's back, and the final push to get rid of the chairman. This is maybe we need to do that in order for that move to happen. So there's a benefit either way to me. I feel like if you don't make the Rugby World Cup, then that's going to happen, which will be a benefit. If we remove if the president of the Samoa Rugby Union finally gets changed, because it needs to change. So if we don't make the World Cup, I see a benefit. If we make the World Cup, well, I see a benefit. You're in the World Cup, so I have no problem with either way it swings. So, but I do believe that the players were always going to play this qualification thing. They just wanted to protect the NPC pay, and I understand that too.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't feel the need for that video. But no, it's good. It just shows you that a lot of the former players, because I never played for Manu Samoa. I never got a cap. I was never on their 100 ceremony list.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I never played for Manu Samoa.
You're a
So
ghost player.
yeah, so I don't know what he's talking about. So I don't know why you guys asked me this. I was never mentioned in the 100-year celebration of every single Manu Samoa player. I wasn't in it, so
You weren't a lawyer for Manu Samoa?
no, I never played for Manu Samoa. I never got a cap. So
It's all hearsay, yeah.
yeah. Fuck these guys. They're useless shit.
Stupid questions.
They're so shit. So you see, and like, you know, these players gonna sacrifice their NPC and play for a team that's not even gonna remember them, that's not even gonna put them on the list of ever playing for Manu Samoa like they did with me. Oh, fuck, I got no problem with them not playing. Fuck them. I was never in Manu Samoa. Fuck Manu Samoa. Shit. But you see, like, is that the future they got to look forward to? Is they going to sacrifice their pay, their livelihood for their kids like I did? I said, we all lost money and then not even be remembered? Man, fuck. I was the fucking lawyer for the team. Not even remembered? Man, fuck them. And so if you don't want to play for Manu Samoa, don't. Fuck. Don't. That's fine with me. Good on you. Protect yourself at the moment, your wealth, invest it, and do what you got to do, man. It doesn't make you any less of a Samoan if you don't play.
True.
Man, you never know. That extra money you get, you might redirect it into your child going to a private school, end up being head girl, and then who knows, you might do something even greater for Samoa. So, fuck.
In happier sporting news, the NRL Grand Final.
Go Chile. Fuck you now. Oh, that's the other thing, man. The rest of the world's good now. You know, there's no secret anymore. Yeah. If you want to train, there's awesome videos on YouTube. The world gets access to plyometrics, all these workouts, specific workouts of your hip flexors and shit that we never had when we were young. We thought it was about natural talent and all this. Bro, the world is good at every sport now, including rugby. And Chile just showed that. I used to think that even the Manu Samoa fourth string team will knock over Chile. Bro, they pumped Manu Samoa, and they were professional players in that team. The world is good now, so.
Yeah, I always look at, as a case study, Japan, and how they've always been known to be smaller, and then they've just complemented the team of some expats, right. And then they've kind of kept their frame, and they haven't changed much, but they've adapted to the game, and they've made the game their own.
And that's thing, you don't see any identity markers in the way Samoa play. You know, there's nothing where you watch them go, yeah, that's us. The hits are gone. No one does fucking massive hits anymore. Yeah. It's just
offloading, the slick
play.
It's probably just the off the field antics,
Yeah, we're famous for
the off the field battles.
Yeah, and that's it.
And you know, like where did our money go seems to be a common thing.
Absolutely.
No, like you know, it's just like, oh, okay, where did my money go? Or someone going, oh, we're
so
gonna boycott.
On the next video game, it has Manu Samoa's gonna go skill set. Where did the money go?
Things we hear every fucking tour. I've lost money. I've lost my contract. Where's the money gone?
Manu Samoa will be DLC, and you pay for it, and you don't get it.
Yeah,
we don't answer stupid questions.
Fucking, and this is the thing. Like, that's a big one too. Like people blaming the union, guys. Samoa is not a wealthy country. Redirect your shit to RFU, which is the Rugby Football Club. English Rugby Union. Remember, 5 test matches have been played in England. All of them sold out. England have made about 120 million from these 5 test matches against Manu Samoa, and Samoa's got nothing, not a single cent. If you're going to start fucking piping up about corruption and that's the corruption you got to aim at because they've got the money. Stop fucking trying to target the poor people. Target and redirect all your energy to World Rugby and the English Rugby Football Union, who flies Samoa, Fiji and Tonga over there to play a test match because they sell out. They'll make £20,000 for that game, and all that money will be reinvested into England Rugby and their community. when, remember, there's two teams on the field getting their face bashed, their fucking bodies, their organs are getting smashed up, and only one of those set of players are getting money. Redirect your energy over there. It's not cool anymore to blame the Samoa Rugby Union, guys. Seriously. They fucking got no money. That's a fact. Go target some fucking corporations and some colonizers and grow up here. Fuck. You guys are all fucking loud when it comes to fucking trying to take down islanders, and you're fucking mice when it comes to fighting the bloody injustice of these Palangi institutions.
Is that including the gambling?
Absolutely. Yeah. Make a few bets.
Yeah, spin bet come to Samoa. Is it?
Spin bet come to Samoa.
Shit. We've heard it. Yes.
Come to Samoa where you can only gamble at Tomasina, but you have a New Zealand passport.
Oh, yes. Yes.
NRL Grand Final, your thoughts, bro? I know it's like, a fortnight, but we didn't talk about it last weekend.
Yeah. Didn't we say on the pod, Broncos?
I said on the pod.
Oh, I'm sure I said Broncos Canberra final because I thought Broncos were going to lose that game, but then come back to the final. But and funnily enough, that was their closest game, was Broncos and Canberra. Oh man, Reece Walsh, amazing. Payne Haas, I love what the coach did. He looked flat, and the coach said, I don't want him to be this 80-minute journeyman, saving his energy. I want him to fucking give me 20 minutes of fucking smash. So he pulled him off for half an hour, brought him back on, perfect. And he didn't get injured. Remember, we said our interest now is making sure the Toa Samoa players are fit and healthy.
Oh, he's fit and healthy.
And we lost Crichton though, but that's what our interest was in the final, is to make sure that Toa Samoa, the Tongan team, make sure they're all fit and healthy for the real shit now. But Reece Walsh, unbelievable. You fucking shocked me when you said he's Māori and Aboriginal.
Yeah, man.
Straight up.
Yeah, his mum's from Hastings, I believe. She's Māori. And the dad's Aboriginal from Queensland.
Unbelievable player, bro. You can't compare him to Slater. Like Reece Walsh is a kicker, 40-20s, conversions, and a ball player. Yeah. Awesome passes.
That try he scored? Bruh.
Someone's got to fucking bring up clips about Peppenhausen. How bad is he on defense?
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
He's a fucking pussy. No one's brought up clips. If that was Reece Walsh, they would have brought up clips and say his defense is so bad. Go look at Peppenhausen on all those tries, man. He doesn't even try, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reece Walsh, unbelievable.
Where did you watch the game?
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, just at home.
Oh, yeah.
Why, did you hit a...
Oh, no. I just watched it. I was working and then I had it on my screen. Yeah. I was supposed to watch it with my brother. But yeah, I had to work that night. But no, I'm happy for the Broncos fans. Like, they always say you got a second team. But I'm more Warriors. Like, I'm trying to be a bit more faithful.
Yeah, no, definitely. I love watching the Warriors, but man.
But the Broncos, it's because of that close. That closeness to the Queensland team of old. It's always been a heavy Brisbane contingent that makes it into the Queensland team.
Yeah, but they said Brisbane won because of Haas, New South Wales, Reynolds, New South Wales.
Yeah. It's different now.
Stags, how good is Stags?
Stags is good. But I'm happy for the OG Broncos fans who've been wanting this for a long, long time. And they kind of like one of the other legacy clubs. So just happy for the fans.
Who stuck up? Who stuck up?
And your thoughts on Sitafano?
I don't think he knew that what he was going to say was going to get blown up in the media by the Palangis, because they fucking made massive news out of it.
He's getting trashed online by fans, bro.
And when you look at the way he said it, like he's just casually saying it. Like he doesn't mean that like they're all stuck up. He's just, I just feel like some of them are stuck up. But yeah, that became fuel.
I love the banter from the players.
Yeah.
I love when and especially them giving it back to media.
Yes.
I love that stuff because we often see a lot of athletes or celebrities kind of get bashed, and sometimes it's for good reason. But it's not to take away from the hard work that these guys have done.
Yes. And
I love when I see people in their field experience this euphoria of winning a championship. This is it for them. This is what they worked their whole lives for. And Reece Walsh, you're only 23. This will probably be one of many more that come. But I'm just happy when they experience their euphoria, but the shit they give back.
I love that. And you know, like maybe 10 years ago, sports commentators and how they do the shows, they would have been protected because there was no social media to have for a player to have their say back. There was nothing. Now the player can say their shit and it's powerful
Live
and
on
popular.
TikTok,
Live. Fucking Jordan Ricky was live going, what's his name? Buzz. What's Buzz number? What's Buzz number? And like, you know, Buzz then came out, well, you know, and he had to respond. Yeah. The old one was the player had no view at all, could never say anything back to those rugby commentators. They can make up whatever bullshit and lie, and they were protected because the player didn't have a voice. And now social media, and also players now realize that. They realize they have a voice.
Yep.
And that shit gives them fuel. And they're like, if we win, I'm fucking firing that shit straight back at them.
Yeah.
And, no, it was awesome. Reece Walsh is just fucking unbelievable. That's why I like the Broncos is him, bro. He's so exciting. Their team is actually really good. And then there's Pacific Nations, right?
Pacific Nations, yeah.
Yeah.
So just the teams were announced earlier this week. Everyone knows who the teams are. But, man, these teams are stacked. This is probably the most stacked I've seen. Even the Kiwis team, bro.
Kiwis team stacked.
Yeah. Your thoughts on the announcement? Was there any kind of notable omissions? I know Spencer Lenieu's not there.
Yeah.
Injury.
So to be honest, there's like 4 dudes I had to Google. I didn't know who they were.
Mariota, Uelu.
Yeah. Yes.
Who's the other one? Tongia, King Tongia, and Sasangi. Sasangi's good. He's a Raiders player.
Well, and the other 3 are not.
Oh no, I don't know those players that much.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those players that much.
No, but if they're NRL, bro,
yeah,
it's hard to get into the NRL, so they're guaranteed to be amazing players. But Tonga's fucking stacked. New Zealand stacked. It's gonna be amazing. I just hope no blowouts for any team. I just hope every game is just a solid 80-minute slugfest. You know what? Last night I actually sat down with the kids and we watched Tonga versus Australia, the old game where Tonga won.
Eden Park.
Was it at Eden Park?
Yeah, it was like it was about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yes. And then we watched Tonga versus New Zealand at the World Cup.
No, there was 2 games where Tonga have beaten them twice.
Have they? No, once. It was like the Tongan 13.
Yeah, sorry, it was at Mouse Stadium. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah. And like the kids were shocked at the flags, and I was showing them the sea of red, and like that's the big thing for me. That's what I really want to look forward to this weekend is that too, man. The sea of red. I know there's been calls for the sea of blue. I don't know how good like we are gonna be at mobilizing together.
It's not the same, It's not the same.
And like most of the Samoan flag is red anyway, so it's gonna be weird. But like that, like I'm gonna enjoy that, man. Like seeing the crowd all red with the Tongan flags.
Yeah.
And then the test match after they're all gone.
Yeah, the test match at Mangere Town Centre with the cars.
Yeah, yes, and that afterwards. Oh shit, true. Yeah.
The parades.
All the lives going from Yeah,
it's going to be, and that's another thing, the atmosphere, right? Like, this is what it's going to create, and this is what the international game in rugby league is going to continue. I mean, it does suck that we don't have that same sort of energy for Manu Samoa.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know, but I do know that Toa Samoa have exceeded expectations, but they've put together a pretty badass team. Who do you think is going to win this 3 series, bro?
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Tonga.
Man, stuff that.
No, that team is.
Fuck that. Nah.
I think Katoa, because he was sort of like, to be honest, he was sort of like the player who wasn't there in their previous teams. He was young, trying to play playmaker, and lucky they had the other dude. What's his name?
No, Havili.
No.
Lolohea.
Yeah, Lolohea. Yeah. Even though sometimes he overplays, but he's always been wonderful. Is he back in the team? He's not. He's not too old now. Yeah. So, but I think Katoa now, everyone saw his season this year. He's like there now.
He was the bench in his New South Wales halfback.
Yeah, so he's now at the level where he should be controlling these games now. Yeah. And I'd like to see how he goes. There is another Tongan dude. Who's the best Tongan player in the league at the moment? Who you think? Fucking Stags would have been mean if he stayed, bro.
Been mean. I mean, there's so many. There's Fanua Blake, who was the prop of the year.
Fanua Blake. Who else is a big name on there?
There's Robert Toya, who was Queensland. Tamalolo's there.
Oh, Toya as well. Fuck.
Bro, Valmanga from the Warriors. Leka Halasima.
Oh shit.
They're stacked, bro.
Oh, and Toya got centre of the. Oh no, he didn't. He got newcomer of the year over Leka, right?
Yes, he did. Yeah, he's rookie of the year, but he was solid throughout.
And he was awesome in the Origin. As well.
Yep.
Bro.
Yeah, they're stacked. And you're right about that. Halfback halves have always been an issue.
Always been
Tonga.
the issue.
And not that he did play for Tonga for the last 2 or 3 years, but again, he was 18, 19.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you could see it, and the kicks were like too short or too long, it just wasn't there. And it's the kicking game, kicking game of the halves. And it's going to be interesting because it should be Luai with Blaze.
Yep.
And which might work well because Luai will be sort of the Cleary. He'll be more hands-on and have most of it, and Blaze be sort of like the link.
6, yeah.
Oh, it's what? Who do you think? I can't pick it.
I honestly can't pick it. Yeah,
I think New Zealand. I would pick the Tongan team because Hughes isn't playing. That would be my only thing. So
yeah, Hughes is a massive loss.
It's Brown and Foran in the halves. Oh, see, Foran's mature. He's not gonna be dumb. He's not gonna make dumb plays.
Yeah.
Or I can't pick it.
I just wish the Samoan players from the Kiwis came over. Bro, Dylan Brown, Aaron Clark, Jermaine Sako, Moses Eliota, Ronaldo Mulitalo. I mean, and Isaiah Papali'i is another big one. He's an amazing player as well. And also Nafahu White is part Samoan and part Tongan, so he could have played for either.
Brown with Luai would have been fucking huge, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep tabs on the series as it kicks off next weekend, and we'll have a lot to talk about then. But
and you're right. Why we don't have the buzz for the Manu Samoa eligibility rule, so the pros can switch over to Tour Samoa when they want, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
and not stand down for 3 years.
Yeah,
as in rugby.
Well, have a good week, all the supporters of all teams, and be safe. And that is us next week.
Bula.
Bula.